Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Hester. Welcome to Space Engineers. Now today I'm on the survival let's play world that you guys haven't seen in a while. To give you guys an update, Sakir is on, I believe, vacation or something, but he's out of town for a week, so we kind of can't record without him because, well, if it's just me and Sarge, it's basically just boring conversation. With Sakir, we can make it entertaining. Anyway, so in lieu of multiplayer for now, we're still working on that. I am here to show you my actually, this ship has multiple purpose. This is like this has to be the Swiss Army knives of small ships. As you can see, it has fairly decent power production. Yes, it utilizes 4 batteries, and it has oxygen supply, so it must be good. Well, here's my Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I have no idea what to call this, but I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so let me give you guys a quick rundown on this small little ugly... Yeah, this looks hideous. Like I said, my ships are functional, not aesthetically pleasing. Even though I tried to go for that, it just turned into this weird amalgamation that just... Yeah, I apologize for nothing. Okay, so let me put that away. Now, to start off, this ship originally started out as a small welding and grinding ship, because, you know, you need to grind larger ships in order to produce something else. So, it started with that, and if I fly down here, you can see cargo containers in between. And as with a lot of my civilian ships, it's ran completely off of solar power. It only has small reactors back here in case of emergencies. Now, if we fly into here, I just realized I am not utilizing full solar collection. There we go. There we go. Okay, now you guys can see it better too. And obviously I put thrusters in places that would work. And I attached 4 batteries to the side. Now, if you wanted to expand this width-wise, all you'd have to do is remove the batteries, add a conveyor, and it's wide enough. And then I realized, oh, my oxygen is low. So I converted I configured, of 2, if I can talk correctly, I configured the conveyors to orient a different way because there's a cockpit on either side, if you've noticed. More on that later. So basically this allows me to conveyor another system. So this is conveyored so that way it receives oxygen from the oxygen generator right here. And because the generator has 2 small little smidget conveyors, I attached the reactors there. 2 gyroscopes, it's fairly maneuverable. I'll probably give a brief demonstration on that. And now you're probably wondering, why does it have 2 cockpits? Well, when you think about it, a lot of people prefer being in first person, so they don't want to have this I don't know, cheaty view or something, or they want to immerse themselves into the game. They have the option. Neither one is the main controller. I want to establish that right now, because if you're grinding, you'd probably be over here, although you would be more than capable of just going like this and going like that. However, for those who prefer first person, you don't Yeah. Now, you could easily, I believe... No, not easily. Oh, well, steel plate might show me. Let me just get that real quick. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can install a camera if you wanted to, and add a remote control little block, just so that way you can view yourself through the camera, but this just seemed easier. Just get out of the cockpit, go to the other side. And because I'm a huge fan of the Azimuth series blocks, I figured because as you grind, you get the contents of the cargo containers of the ship that you grind. And I realized also that because sometimes you might run out of materials, you need to quickly go connect up, transfer the new the components into the ship. Rather than do that, why not produce them yourself? So like if we go over here, this is set to disassemble something I have too much. This one is actually disassembling the ammo containers because, let's face it, for now there's no combat in the multiplayer. Plus, but then again, you wouldn't really do this if you were a part of a faction. You'd save your ammo, but for our intents and purposes, I'm scrapping those. But say you have too many gravity generator components, and they require a massive amount of iron and cobalt, and gold respectively, but gold is... You can make 50 computers or 25 displays for the amount of gold that's in this. So I can see this definitely being something that you would just go like this and hope that you didn't need them later. But because this is solar powered, more on that later too. Because this is for most intents and purposes solar powered, unlimited energy, so you're good. Also, now with that, I realized I had no real way of making sure that my power supplies were being monitored. So, on the welding face, I have set up a small display. As you can see, the power stored is dropping at a fairly decent rate. Power output, okay, I know that. So, this gives me a heads-up. It's essentially a built-in heads-up display, so to speak. So, basically, as you're welding, you go, okay, I got that much, I'm still welding, and all that. So, it gives you real-time input. If I was going to add more displays, I would probably add components. How much do I still have? What do I need? And all that. And before you ask what script I'm using, because I am using a script, I want to establish that right now. I am using the inventory content, or which one? I forget which one. I know I was watching a video to give me a kind of a how-to for dummies, essentially, as I called it. But anyway, I digress, as I usually do. Anyway, so I do use a script to run all this, and down below in the description will be a link to that. Otherwise, this thing, I like it. I mean, I was disassembling motors because I needed the cobalt. And as you can see, I'm making power cells. I get Because, well, like as I was saying about the whole powered by solar thing, basically, I will also be designing a recharge station of sorts. Basically, it is powered exclusively by the sun, and that's all it does. It would sit off to the side. You'd fly one, or heck, you can fly, I don't know, I still have yet to build the dang thing, but in theory, you drop this one off, grab another. Ideally, they both have they would be both full of resources, or you can easily just transfer them over and keep on grinding or welding. I almost said mining, even though this is not a miner. In fact, it's trying to build a miner, but more on the miner in another episode. So basically, you hook up, recharge the batteries, grab another welder, and start welding or grinding, whatever the case may be, because, as I said, this is my Swiss Army knife. And, well, I guess I should give you guys a little demonstration on what it is capable of. Although it's not really designed to be maneuverable or fast in any regard, because its primary function is to grind and weld. And we're abandoning this station. I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. We're abandoning this in favor of another. But I do have a recording that I'm editing, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, so as you can see, power usage, just moving forward like this. Let's go angled so inertia dampeners kick in. Let's turn these on for old time's sake, and not even 50%. Really, you'd only need 2 batteries, but I have 4 just in case, because, you know, industrial accidents do occur from time to time and what have you and all that. Plus, it's good to have extra power because, let's be honest, how many of us honestly pay attention to how much the fuel time is? Okay, I pay attention, but I know there are some people in the Space Engineers faction that don't. Oh, crap. That is not supposed to be showing. Oh, well. You guys know. We are abandoning this in favor of that. And yes, the distance is correct. But anyway, more on that in that episode. But I still need to edit it. Edit it. My English is lacking today, apparently. And so, there you have it. Now, of course, I could show you its welding and grinding capabilities, but, I mean, come on, isn't that pretty I'll do it anyway. We don't need this simple miner anymore. I have a commercial freighter that I captured. That'll give us all the components to finish the welder. I'm using a welding ship. It has all the components for my mining ship, so we're good. That is bright. Anyway, I don't know what to call this. I kind of want to call it the Phoenix, because when you think about it, it destroys and then renew. Wouldn't I call it the Rosgrees then? Of course, I could call it the Swiss Army. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. For now, this'll... Well, I don't know what I'm going to call the title of this video. But anyway, I digress. Once again, I really need to figure out which program script that I used. But again, I'm digressing. So thank you all so much for watching. Down below in the description, once again, will be a link to the script that I'm using to run this little LCD screen, and you can even use it for large ships. Don't don't assume that it's only for a small ship. You can use it on any ship or station. Also down below in the description will be a link to my workshop to where you can get my various other projects and also find a blueprint for this. Or, yeah, I'll upload a... I will upload a blueprint. However, be warned... Now I'll put this on its own separate world. Be warned, though, you only need one mod, and that's the Azimuth Small Ship Assemblers. That's the only mod you would need for this. Everything else on here is all vanilla. So with the exception of the assemblers, it's vanilla. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.